So this is our PowerPoint slide for you, and we're just going to start with more of a high overview of Realm, and then to kind of give you a fun way of understanding how we will be using Realm at Westminster. We have a little quiz for you. And then I'm going to turn it over to Rachel, and she'll take you a little bit deeper into how we'll use Realm. And then finally, Kelsey will give more of a demonstration about the profiles and things like that. So that's our plan for this evening or this late afternoon. And so first I'll just start with, what is Realm? Realm, pretty much you call it a church management software is what it's called. So, and it allows us to improve our operations efficiency, so the behind the scenes of what church staff are doing, but then it also helps others communicate well with their committees and the classes and the groups. It offers a lot of tools that you can communicate with one another as ministry leaders with your groups, which is very helpful. And then finally, it helps us to project manage events and volunteers. So now here's our little quiz time to give you a few examples of how we might use Realm. And I always joke that if you're an NPR fan, that this is my time to be Peter Sagal. So the first question, after I send in the check for my pledge, I worry about whether the church got it. What is the best way to be sure my pledge arrived? Is it? And if you want to answer and put your responses in the chat, you can, but you don't need to. You can just think about them in your own head. Is it A, hand deliver the check to a church staff member? B, mail in the check and call the church every other day asking if it has been received? Or C, set up monthly recurring gifts through Realm? And if you answered C, you are correct. Question 2. I want to reach out to John Doe to express appreciation for his reading at Sunday's service. How can I find his contact information? Is it A, use the 2013 directory? B, check one of 6 spreadsheets on my computer called Contact List, updated? Or C, use the up-to-date online directory in Realm? Again, if you answered C, you are correct. Question 3. When hosting a Westminster event, how can I manage all of the RSVPs, event-related communications, attendance taking, and potluck assignments? A, scribble information as you receive it on Post-it notes and used envelopes. B, ask Janice to manage it all for you. Or C, create a registration event in Realm that keeps track of all the details for you. Again, the answer is C. And the final question. After a new member joins, how can we make them feel welcome and have a positive experience? A, say hello and hope for the best. B, wait for the visitor to magically find and ask the right person in the right ministry if they might be able to get involved. Or C, use pathways in Realm to ensure staff and lay leaders remember and follow through on pre-designated touch points and check-ins. And by now you've probably figured out the pattern. It is C. The answer is C. So that just provided a more of a higher level kind of some fun examples of how we're going to be using Realm. And now I'm going to turn it over to Rachel to go a little bit deeper in the benefits of Realm for the congregation and the staff.
All right, I'm gonna ask for your grace as I am having air conditioning installed right now, so you'll be able to hear some pounding in the background. One of the big advantages is that this offers more visibility and streamlined registration to events. So as a member, you can easily find and register for all of the church events and pay the registration fees online through Realm. You can manage your serving and volunteering areas by adding your own skills and interests and availability to serve. and then become part of a serving team and view upcoming assignments, schedule. And I think that for me, one of the exciting things is staff can help ministry leaders identify potential new volunteers by using the data on serving and volunteering that has been inputted by members. So if we know that we want to do a program or project and we need these kinds of volunteers, we can go look for them in Realm. It puts you in control of profile management, so you can update your profile and ensure your information is current. You can add a picture, manage your privacy settings, and view the online directory and find other members who opt into that directory. It also makes it easier to manage and access giving. So members can view their giving history and pledge progress, set up monthly pledge payments, and donate from your profile, and then view your giving statement when tax season comes around. It also facilitates stronger group connections. Realm offers you a platform to contact other group members and group leaders, and then you'll also be alerted through Realm of group events, and you can RSVP through Realm, and also search and find new groups that you might like to be involved in, which is another great opportunity to increase the visibility of the groups that you're leading. For staff, it gives us an opportunity to strengthen engagement. So we can easily communicate with members through Realm. We can communicate with the groups that were parts of the event participants for things that we're hosting. We can recruit leaders and volunteers and serving teams based on the skills and interests that they've already indicated. Streamline giving processes with everything in one place. There's an efficiency that results, streamlines the processing of gifts, and eliminates extra work for our stewardship and finance team. Pledge and giving statements can be emailed, which saves time, money, and trees. Overall, more efficient and accurate data reporting, so that information that is available to us through the profiles is kept up to date by the members themselves. And so this makes queries and reports easier to run. They can be exported into usable formats for reporting and analysis. We also are better able to follow the pathway of a new member. So this feature called Pathways assists us in the new member process by making sure that the predetermined touch points are made with each new member. And results in less manual work overall for staff. So with all the information flowing through Realm, there's no need to keep track of group rosters, mailing lists, events, RSVPs, and separate spreadsheets. It's all in one place. And communication is increased in general. And as we know, communication and efficiency really help us do things more smoothly. This is a little bit of an overview of the timeline we're looking at right now. This might help you as you're kind of leading your areas to know. We did, as many of you know, we rolled out Realm to staff and deacons in November, and then in April and May, we began talking to session and trustees about this. We're now in the ministry leaders session of rollout. Hope to also introduce it to new members, and then by this fall, and well, I guess through late summer and into fall, a deeper dive for leaders. So if we're identifying areas that you know that you are likely to use in your ministry area, how do I manage an event? How do we create these pathways for our volunteer team so that we're able to keep track of the tasks and the schedules that we need to keep track of? We'll put together more in-depth sessions for each of these functionalities that you can jump in on. We'll hopefully get some early adopters who are just excited about using some of these new tools. And then the whole congregation we'd like to introduce to Realm by coming together Sunday and begin to get folks using it via their profiles this fall. I think Kelsey now is going to give us an overview of how we can set up a profile and use it.
Yep. So some of you I know have already logged into Realm, so this may be familiar to you, but I'll just take like 5 minutes to walk through Realm and show you some of the features it has. One of the important reminders and tips is that Realm does not work on Internet Explorer, so use any other browser besides Internet Explorer to access Realm. So once you log in, you'll be brought to your home page. And this is our test profile we set up. So in the upper right-hand corner, you can click on your name and click on My Profile. And from here, one of the first things you can do is add a photo if you haven't already. Just easy click of a button. You can select a picture on your desktop and then just click open. Then you can just adjust the size, save it, change it whenever you'd like. So we just ask, obviously, don't put a picture of your pet, put a picture of yourself, and the more current, the better. The next piece I'll show you is how to edit your own profile. So this is where we ask that you just keep your contact information up to date and current so people can contact you. So you just click on Edit Profile. And here you can change your address by clicking this Edit button. You can add more than one address if you have 2 homes, and you can click which one is your current mailing address. You can add as many phones as you'd like, and also 2 emails. So those are easy to update, and you can just click save once any changes are made. On the other tab, it's your personal information. So this is optional items that you can fill in if you'd like, your birthday and allergies. One thing we do prefer is if you haven't already, add any skills and interests. You can select as many as you'd like. And like Rachel had mentioned, this will really help with volunteering and serving opportunities if you are able to fill these out. So once you just click save, that'll update your profile. Then another important piece is the privacy. You can just click this manage privacy, and it's really nice. You can customize who can see what in your contact information. So you can see each part of your contact. You can select who you would like to view in the church. And you can also do personal information, and this will include groups. So if you only want leaders or staff, which are the users with permissions only, you can select that here. So a very important piece if you want to manage your own privacy of your profile. So from there, you'll see on the left-hand side, you can see events like Rachel mentioned. You can register for any events that are upcoming in the church. It's very easy to find. Giving is another big piece that'll be more efficient with Realm. You can give really easily now. You just click on that give button, put the amount, all the funds are available to select. You can add a memo. You can give to multiple funds at once if you'd like. You can give once and schedule a date ahead of time if you'd like. You can give multiple times. So I know people like to set up monthly pledge payments. So you can do that here as well. So it's very convenient for giving. You can also add a pledge for the year. This is where you would see a filter. You can look at past history of your giving. This is a test profile, so there isn't any history, but that's where it would show up here. And you can filter by date or fund, what have you. She also mentioned you can print your own giving statements just by clicking on this printer button. And then if there was a pledge, in this profile there isn't, if you did have a pledge, it would show the tracking status over here with a nice little tracking bar for you. So all very convenient, and hopefully you will find this helpful.
Kelsey,
Yep.
can you back up to the profile and the privacy area? You went a little fast for me.
Oh yeah,
And I had a
actually, I'll finish this and then we can go back to it for questions. Is that okay?
Sure.
And then we'll start with that one. That's an important piece. So you can also view what groups you're in that we mentioned. Serving, Rachel mentioned as well. You can see upcoming serving opportunities, and you can pick what days you're available. And then the last piece is directory, which we mentioned. These are all people who currently have a Realm account. And you can also search people as easily as typing in the first letters of their name up in this bar. So that's very helpful. And then that's basically a run through the profile and some of the features. If you do have questions, there is this question mark in the top right corner. So feel free to look at this. This has a lot of information and kind of how-tos if you run into issues. And then one other piece which Suzanne created is on our webpage. You can just go under contact up here, and there's a Realm button. And this will show you more detail on Realm that we've set up. It has the training videos, it has an FAQ. So this is also a very helpful tool if you run into any issues.